Welcome back to Cheyenne's Good Fortune. We have a tarot card reading here today. And this one is about the Supreme Court decision to overturn the Roe versus Wade decision. And I think that's how you pronounce it, Roe, R-O-E, and then Wade, W-A-D-E. But normally, before I get into that, normally I do pick a card readings, and normally I'm on camera. So my next video, I will be on camera. But for this video, it's a little bit different because I'm a little bit tired today, and this just really threw me for a loop. So if you subscribe to my channel, which I hope you do, know that I will be on camera for most of my videos, and I normally do pick a card readings, but sometimes I will do just a regular tarot card reading. So basically, the Supreme Court overturned the Roe versus Wade decision. So there is no longer a federal constitutional right to an abortion. And going forward, abortion rights will be determined by the states unless Congress acts upon it. So this means that if a woman wants to get a surgical abortion, she may have to go to another state because they're leaving it up to the states to determine it. So it may be a time where all the states are against abortion and is banned, or it could be a situation where only some states allow you to get an abortion, which means if you don't stay in that state, you have to travel to that state. So this is this abortion has been constitutional for how many years now? All of a sudden this has came up, so I just want to do a quick reading on this to understand, just to see their intentions, where is this coming from, what is going on here. And I must say the energy behind this is bad. The energy is not good. And I just want to say something quickly that I'm for abortion, okay? But I'm for abortion as far as having the choice for abortion. I don't believe that a person should engage in unprotected sex and just instead of preventing themselves from getting pregnant, just go out, have intercourse with different people or the same person unprotected and just keep having abortions. I'm not for that. I'm for the choice because if you think about it, a woman can get ARD. Okay, so if a woman gets ARD, meaning if a man forces himself on a woman and impregnates her against her will, you're saying that she will have to possibly get money and travel to a whole nother state to get an abortion. And they're probably going to go up on abortions too. So let's say that. They're trying to make it inconvenient and more difficult for a woman to get a surgical abortion. That's basically what they're doing. Okay. Why are they doing this? Also, if you think about it, a man can impregnate a woman and he can just leave and go on with his life and go on to the next woman. That woman is, I want to say stuck with the baby, but the woman, that baby is inside of her. Okay, so it's up to her. So she should have the choice whether she wants to keep the baby or terminate. The man can just come and go as he please, which leaves her with more of the responsibility. Okay, so this isn't right. And I know what people are going to say, we have condoms, birth control. I know all that, but I'm pushing that to the side just to make a point. You're taking away a person's choice. Also, we live in a society where sex is being pushed on people, not sex based upon being in love or being in a loving relationship. Basically loose sex. You have strip clubs, you have pornography. They're always promoting sex on TV. Okay, so this is creating a culture where people are going to be very sexually charged. Okay, so they're not going to really like not have sex, and then they don't really hone in on men and try to encourage men to get in control of their sex drive, to not be womanizers, to try to find one woman, wait until you get married. They don't preach that to men. They tell men to be as sexually open as they can, to sleep with as many women as possible, just spread it everywhere. So you're saying in a society where you're encouraging men to be loose, in a society where you're encouraging women to be loose, in a society where you're encouraging all this free sex and sex with this person, sex with that person, you're telling me you're going to make a law where you're going to leave it up to the states to decide women can have if it's legal to have abortions in that state. And we know some states are probably going to be against having an abortion. So then you're going to force women to go to get money to go to a different state to have an abortion and basically make it difficult for her. And we live in this kind of society. and also where the man can just walk away once he impregnates her, and also in a situation where a man can force himself on a woman and get her pregnant, against her will, if you get my drift. So this is wrong, okay? So the first question I had was, let's see, why does the Supreme Court want to stop abortions? Also, basically, why do they want to make it difficult for women to get abortions? So that's what they're doing. They're going to make it difficult. Okay. So I pulled these cards. I pulled the 8 of Wands, or I selected rather. I say pull, meaning I selected the Star card, the 3 of Earth, and the 9 of Swords. So this is saying that when it comes to women, this is about women going towards hope, having hope, being on the right path, being optimistic, being happy, forward movement in a positive direction. And they made this decision because they want to stop women. They want to bind women, hold women in a situation where they don't have any hope, where they don't have options. This is clarified by the 3 of Earth. This is about having money, having help, coming together, bringing your resources together. They don't want women to have financial resources. They don't want women to have an option. They want to make things difficult for women. They want to hold women bound. They don't want them to this is about movement. They don't want women to have hope, to be optimistic, to be on the right path. They do not want women to have financial abundance. This decision was made because they want to keep women bound. And we're going to get into deeper bound in what way. They want to keep women bound, okay, with no options, limited, stuck, restricted. They don't want her to have freedom of choice. They don't want her to be able to be financially abundant. They want to keep her stuck in one spot. Okay, that's part of the reason why they did this, okay? As we continue, and this gets pretty deep. Okay, let's next question. I ask, is this decision a attack on women? I mean, obviously it affects women, but it affects men too, okay? But I want to know, is this an attack on women? Which is pretty obvious, but I just want to ask that question. So we have the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Water, and that was clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. Oh yeah. This was meant to put women in distress, to have them retreat. Once again, retreat. This is the recovery card. To retreat, to not have any options. This decision was made. One of the main reasons that I'm getting this keeps coming up. This decision was financial. This was about money. They want women to be financially out in the cold, but not just women. With the 2 of Water, this is about a loving relationship. And you see, this is a man and a woman out in the cold. They want men and women, couples, married couples, just 2 people that had a baby. They want this decision to affect you financially. So basically, this ranges from you having, carrying a baby to term and having kids that you are not financially ready for. If you do have to scrape up money to go to another state, to travel to another state and get a hotel room and then pay for the abortion, they want to put women and people and couples in general in a financial situation. They want women destitute out in the cold. They want couples destitute out in the cold. But they particularly want women and people who have came together to have a child. Came together and created a child, rather, to be financially in the pits. They want you out in the cold. They want you destitute. They want you to retreat, have to recover. They don't want women to be abundant. They don't want people to be abundant. Because if you think about it, some people have abortions because whether they are single or in a relationship or they're married, they could not financially support another mouth. And this is interesting because you see how things have happened. The cost of living is going up. Rent has went up. Food has gone up. Gas has went up. Okay. And this is about them wanting people to be in a financial bad spot. They want people. They want women. They want women in a financial bad spot. Financially destitute. They want couples. These are 2 people The two of water represents people in relationship. They want couples. Like I said, this is a man and a woman. They want couples to be out in the cold, not being able to take care of their family. Think about it. It's people barely making it now and don't even have kids, or maybe have one and still barely making it. So if they put people in a situation where it's difficult for women to have an abortion, then people are like, they're retreating. They have to go somewhere to recover. And this point keeps coming up. They want people to be out in the cold fight. This is about money. They're trying to make people financially bankrupt. They want people in a bad position financially. I don't know why, but they want people poor. This is meant to make people poor. They want people poor, not being able to feed their family, out in the cold, having too many mouths to feed. This is what they want. You see that Five of Pentacles? This couple's out in the cold. They don't have anything. They want people to not have anything, to be out in the cold. Okay? Now, as we continue to kind of elaborate more on that, I wanted to know, okay, so I'm not understanding how is this going to affect women, as far as them having more children, and how is this going to keep them bound and restricted? Because initially we did pull the Nine of Swords. This is how they want women to be: bound, restricted, no options. So how is them not being able to get an abortion, or how is it them having to go through a lot of difficulties to get an abortion? How is that going to keep them bound, or having more children? And this might be common sense to you all, but I want to get more deeper into this. So we have the Page of Wands, Seven of Fire, the Ace of Fire, and the Devil. Oh, their intentions are very bad with this, with the overturning of this decision. So basically, what they want to do is have women in a situation where they are bound, and they want to stop women from getting out there. This is about a person with the Page of Wands getting out there, having confidence, making moves, being outgoing. The Seven of Fire is a blocked energy. It's basically holding you back. So they want this situation to hold women back, as far as them making it difficult for them to get an abortion, them having more kids than they can afford. Because what's going to happen is it's going to stop opportunities in their life. With the Devil, the Ace of Fire is clarified by the Devil. So what this is saying is that they want to stop women's opportunities with the Ace of Fire. This is about career advancement, starting a new life, start having opportunities. They want to put a stop to that, the Devil. They want to make it hard for women to get out here, because they want to restrict women. They want it to where women cannot get out here, start a new life, have enough money to move, have enough money to just live life abundantly. They don't want women to be able to have new opportunities, to have career advancement. They're trying to stop, and not only women, just people in general. That's why the Devil card is here. Okay, the Ace of Fire, they want to stop all that. They want to stop new opportunities, career advancement. They want to burden people. Okay, and the Devil card, whenever this card is pulled in a tarot reading, trust me, this is bad energy. Their intentions were not good. Their intentions was not moral based. They did not make this decision because they just feel like abortions are wrong, and the state should decide, because that's a woman's body and the state should decide and all that. If it's about a woman, if this is about, oh, it's a personal decision, then give a person the option. Just keep it constitutional, and then have abortion clinics all around the world, and let her make a decision if she wants to go or not. But when you say it's not constitutional, you leaving it up to the states, and that means that a state can say that they're against abortion and ban it. Right? So then that's making it difficult for women to get abortions, and their intentions are not good. They didn't do this because they love children, or they're against abortions because that's killing, quote unquote, killing the life. That's not why they made this decision. It's to put people in a bad financial position. It's to have people down and out financially. This was based upon money. They want to stop opportunities for people. They want women to be bound, limited, and they don't want them to be able to move forward in life. They don't want them to have new opportunities. They don't want them to have career advancement. They want to put a stop to that. And this was one way of doing it. So as I continue, I had a question. I said, okay, as far as the Supreme Court making this decision, don't they know that they make it difficult for women to have abortion? That, and we also have abortion pills, and so I'm not going to get into the pills. This is about surgical abortion. So we, obviously you can have abortion through taking a pill and things of that nature. We know you can prevent yourself from getting pregnant. Condoms, birth control. We know that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about abortions. Okay. Surgical abortion. Let's just stick on topic. I asked a question. I said, well, does the Supreme Court know that this is going to cause, by them making it hard for women now to get surgical abortions, making it more difficult, because some states are going to ban it and some states aren't. So don't they know that this is going to cause more children to be in foster homes where a lot of children get abused, and it's going to be a burden on some parents because they will not be able to afford these children. That's why sometimes people opt to have an abortion, because they can't afford the child. Okay. And so I said, well, don't the Supreme Court know this? Once again, don't they know that this is going to cause more children to be put into foster homes, put up for adoption? And don't they know that it's going to be parents that cannot afford these children, that pretty much are going to be forced to have them because they may not be able to afford to get an abortion at this point, go travel to go get one. And abortions probably are going to go up too. The cost is probably going to go up. First thing I heard was they don't care. That's the first thing I heard. And then I pulled fourth air and the 4 cups. Do you see this person with their arms folded and someone's offering? They don't care. They don't care. The 4th air is about a person walking away, pretty much throwing up their hands, retreating. They don't care. This is about taking a break. Time for a rest, time for a vacation. They don't care. They don't care about the pain this is going to cause. They did not do this for a moral reason, because they love children and they're against killing the child. That's not why they did this. They did this to put people in a bad position financially, to stop opportunities, to limit women, to put people out in the cold who cannot afford to have children. Okay. And they don't care. They don't care with the 4 cups. They don't give a damn. Okay, they're nonchalant, discontent. They don't care. They don't care about that. It's going to be more children in foster homes, put up for adoption. It's going to be people who have kids they cannot afford. And then if you think about it, they want to put people in a bad financial position, and then the cost of living has went up. So it's just like this whole thing is almost planned. It's very sick. But it's bad energy around us. Once again, they don't care about the repercussions of this and the stress they're putting. They don't care. They don't give a damn. And the last question I had, why do they want women to be out in the cold financially? Why do they want them destitute? So we have the awakening card and the Hierophant. This is spiritual. People, not only women, but men, but we're focusing on women right now, are awakening. Spiritually, slowly but surely. With the Hierophant, this is a spiritual card, spirituality, religion. Basically, women are waking up. They're awakening. They're becoming more spiritual. I'm hearing slowly but surely they're doing it. I'm not saying massively, but they're coming around. There's awakening going on. There's an awakening. And because of this awakening, women are starting to turn more spiritual. It's almost like this was an attack to put women in a bad financial situation, to stop their opportunities, to stop them from having help, to bound them, to restrict them. They don't want women to have options. They want them in a bad financial position. They do. They want men and women, couples, in a bad financial position. But the reason why, what's really behind is there's a spiritual awakening I feel going on. And this is almost war against people, war against women, war against the family. Okay, because with women, you're taking their option away. Once again, a woman can be impregnated through a man forcing himself on her. So what does she do? What if she can't afford an abortion? What if she can't afford to go 5 states over to get an abortion? Okay, so you're taking that option away. Then you're not addressing society and how society is so sexually charged, and it's all about sex and loose sex, and you're telling men and you're encouraging men to be loose and chase different women, and a man can just walk away. And so you tell the woman she doesn't have the option, things can happen. Condoms can bust, okay? And women are left with the responsibility of that child. And so she should be given that option. And so now it's more so they're going to make it more difficult for women to have an abortion. I still think women are going to be able to. I think it's going to still be states that's going to allow surgical abortions, but they're making it more difficult. And they did this purposely. It wasn't for a spiritual reason. Like I said, it's spiritual in a sense where women are slowly but surely awakening and becoming spiritual. So therefore, it's a spiritual attack, in my opinion. They're trying to slow bound women and slow us down. Think about it. We just got over that one virus, and then the shots and all that. Now they come with this. It's one thing after the other. But this is to slow women down, buying them, put couples and women to financial distress. This was about money. Okay, so that's what I got. I'm not liking what was revealed, but I like the truth. So if you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel, share the video, like the video, and I will see you next time.